Hey guys, we're back for the last ending with Peggy, which is her bad ending. So I'm bringing you in here because the key, it seemed last time, was to ignore Peggy as much as possible while trying to think of her romantically. So I did basically the opposite of all the choices in the good ending, except that I was jealous of Danny. And you still get the option to pursue her, so I did that. And then here, we haven't picked this yet as Flynn. We have done this before as Malia, but these are the couples questions on the beach. So we're going to say yes instead of no this time around.
Oh, looks like you got your first question wrong. Next question. Was Peggy attracted to you at first sight?
What kind of loaded question? Definitely.
Oh, so unfortunate. Another question wrong.
What?
Sorry, you're not usually my type. I prefer guys more like...
Next question.
More like Danny. Alright, so that was a little bit different. Okay, so we're gonna skip. And then pick our neutral thing endings that we did last time. And we're gonna zoom on through, and finally, the thing I've been waiting for this ending, because I haven't been expecting much different otherwise. Attack Brendon. Oh, dang! So unlike Aussie, who just stood there and took it.
I reeled my arm back and launched a punch, but he easily sidestepped it. Something connected with the side of my face, and I was sent sprawling to the floor. I looked up. Brendon stood over me, hate written across his features, the sandwich still in his hand.
Dang, Flynn, you weren't supposed to be the one that was going to be punched. Flynn, I had hopes for you.
Ridiculous. He stepped over me and out the kitchen door without another word. I hastily got up off the floor and rinsed my hands in the sink, trying to act as if nothing had happened.
Why rinse your hands?
Pathetic. Absolutely pathetic.
Damn. That was so unsatisfying. Flynn, how could you let Brendon get the upper hand on you? Alright. Good suck, James. Ah, alright. That's interesting. So we actually got a slightly... Because we didn't... This is different than it was with Malia, I think. Hold on. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I'm doing this. Of course I didn't save that. Hold on, I'm gonna save here. Peggy. Bad end. Okay. And I won't make you guys watch me go back just to make sure my eyes didn't play a trick on me. So if this continues, then nothing was amiss. If I fade in, fade out back to that scene, we'll read through that. Okay, just a second. Okay, so my memory hadn't been misremembering. There was this thing at the, where before we had the option of, I forget what it was now. Saying that, yeah, saying she inspired us, or that, you know, it just seemed like a fun thing to do composting. And I remembered this from when we were Malia, and it had changed here. So, yeah, okay, we're gonna read through this first. Obviously, it's the same stuff as it was with Malia, but just for completion's sake.
It had been more than a week since I had spoken to Peggy. She spent most of her time now at university, focusing on her studies. Apparently, there were some volleyball games she played in as well, but I didn't go. I wasn't about to infringe on her desire for space. For all I knew, she never wanted to speak to me again. But she spoke to others about me. Oh, did she ever speak to others? It seemed every other day I heard from another person in the hostel, Peggy was talking about you again. For the most part, I didn't want to hear what they had to say. Mostly because it wasn't good. Instead, I spent my time in the hostel's front lawn. It was getting to warmer weather, at least. Understanding the English climate was still a little difficult, but it was nice to be outside. I had developed a sort of hobby, trying to figure out how composting was supposed to work. Partly because it was interesting and I needed something to do, and partly because it reminded me of Peggy. We weren't going to get back together. I knew that by now. The trust was gone between us. It hurt, thinking about how happy we'd seemed not all that long ago. But if nothing else, she had changed me, made me think more about the world around me. And I hoped that, even if she had decided I was a liar and a thief, she could feel at least a little more confident in herself as a woman. Both of us would go on.
Stiff upper lips and all. Okay, so now we can skip back to where we were. Our, actually, I can just load that. Alright.
I was sitting in my room, packing all my things away, when there was a timid knock at the door. Yes? Come in. To my surprise, Peggy stuck her head through my doorway.
Hey, Flynn! How are you?
I looked at her, unsure what really to do. I'm good. How are you?
I'm better. So I just wanted to say, I'm sorry about everything that happened between us. I am kind of obnoxious and overbearing sometimes. And I shouldn't have been such a loudmouth about what happened. I know it's not good to gossip. That wasn't even gossiping. It was telling people about something that ought to have stayed private. It wasn't a good reflection of your character, and I shouldn't have done it. I know I've done things in my past, and if I was supposed to be judged on that, I really wouldn't be happy. Anyway, I just thought I should tell you this before I saw you off.
I nodded, guilt creeping over my shoulders. I should have made more of an effort to reach out to her. I wanted to start over, but it was too late. There was no room for that anymore. Thank you for telling me that, Peggy. It's all water under the bridge now, though. No need to worry about it. She nodded. I wanted her to start talking again, to tell me some long, windy, completely unrelated story with the crazy anecdotes and overexpression she always did. But instead she watched me quietly, warily.
Well, I'll just leave you to it then.
She said that, then gave a large nod as if she just decided something.
Have a safe trip back. Thanks for everything.
With that, she waved and shut the door. I turned back to my partially empty suitcase. It reflected me well, I thought. The suitcase understood me. Anyway, there were a few more things I had to do before the flight tomorrow.
Molly and Flynn. Their suitcases understand them. Alright, and that should be that. Alright. We're done. We got there eventually, guys. Hooray for notes. Alright, and with that being said and done, it's time to take a break from England Exchange and go back to Hakuoki, where a certain raptor-armed boy is waiting for us. The crazy OP Hachiro Iba, our childhood friend, our godlike demon-armed boy, is waiting for us. I really hope that I like the second part of his route a little bit more. At the very least, Miki's back. Not Miki. Sorry, not Miki at all. Oh gosh, what is his name? I can see his face plain as day. Super giant purple hair. Oh no, how could I forget his name? There's only room for Miki in my heart, apparently. Anyway, you guys know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna like flash the name on the screen. Anyway, he's gonna be back. So it's gonna be like us against him and Dad, which should be pretty interesting. But yeah, I'm hoping, I think Hachiro was my least, it was my least favorite route in Kyoto Winds. Just because it was kind of boring, surprisingly, but hopefully the Edo blossoms part of his route will change my mind. Let's find out together, though. And until then, I will see you later.